Good evening. Good evening. My name's Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor for Florida. I wanted to let you all know that we have been lied to. This property tax thing, they passed the bill last night, and this went through the Senate Joint Resolution and the House Joint Resolution, Senate Joint Resolution 2F, but they added an amendment, 819440. It was filed by Senator Grawl. And what that amendment did is very important. The original file version of Senate Joint Resolution 2F included that the state trust fund provision in lines 454 and 4 through 486. The exact language was if the amendment to sections 4, 6, and 9 of Article 7 are adopted, the legislature shall create a trust fund for the purpose of providing grants to assist in the implementation of those amendments. So what I want you to do is I want you to take a look at the original bill, and then I want you to look at what was changed from that original bill, because that is important. This is going to be Article 12. Take a look at it. The limitation of assessed value of real property increase to the homestead property tax exemption. But when you scroll down, look at what it says. Create a state trust fund to assist with core local services. Establish a trust fund to provide and grant to local governments to assist with core local services, including education, law enforcement, and infrastructure. This let you know that we needed this, and they had gave us the safeguard in the original bill. But when you go forward and you look a little bit further, when you go to look at the amendment, you're going to see that they removed that trust fund completely. And the removal of that trust fund means that the things that individuals were telling you was going to be detrimental to us, that it may affect job losses because you might not have the money. If you continue to vote for this when we have an opportunity, you're not going to see the trust fund in the constitutional amendment that they had proposed. So when we see this on the ballot, you have got to vote no to that. You got to vote no. And I will tell you today, as of let me look at the last understanding that I had as of today. It was done today. It was enrolled June 2nd, 2026 at 1:27 p.m. So the language for the trust fund will no longer be there. This is what happens when we don't look after one another, when we don't believe the experts, when people are ringing these things out, telling you that, hey, this is not for the people. This was passed. Now, they made a ton of promises. Oh, this is just going to be all beneficial. No, it's not. Not if you knew that there was going to be shortcomings. Not if you knew that. And then you passed a bill to ensure that the resources, the tax money from the people who are going to suffer the shortcomings will not go to help them at all. There will be no constitutional protections. Let me tell you, all 5 Democratic amendments failed on the House floor. That's Amendment 969 759, 976 107, 561 895, 060 165, and 679 555. All rejected. The Senate also rejected 3 Democratic amendments before passing the bill. The Senate passed the House version, House Joint Resolution 1F, directly. The Senate's own version, Senate Joint Resolution 2F, was laid on the table and submitted with the House bill. This means the school district carve out that was added to the committee in the final version, school property tax, are not eliminated under this proposal. The critical point is the state trust fund provision that was deleted by Senator Grawl's amendment is not in the final bill. So we will not have that. Counties, cities, fire districts, and libraries face the full revenue loss with no constitutional obligation from the state to help them absorb it. Voters will be voting on that reality in November. You have it. You were lied to, point blank. And they did it again, and they never asked citizens, because the proposal, the thing that I'm campaigning for, to push to get you this type of access to these type of decisions, it's never asked of you. It's never brought to your attention. They never send out a notice that says, oh, by the way, here is a very critical amendment that was added. With all the technology that we have in this country, in this state, to not be able to get an alert that says, hey, the thing that I promised you that was going to be great for you and everyone else, I just completely wiped out any safeguards. And you know who does that? Very terrible people. That's the bottom line. So when you tell me that you don't want to support me because I'm not a big name candidate, or I'm not out here trying to take everybody's money, and you want to keep supporting individuals who are telling you that when you face hardship, they will not use the resources that they keep taking, they will not use them to help you. This is what I'm up against. So I don't know what your other candidates are telling you, but here, you better vote no on this, because you can guarantee I will be voting no. You guys have a great evening.